NDDOT Roadway Information Section, which maintains the department's geodatabase of more than 106,000 miles of roads, streets, trails in North Dakota. The section also creates digital and paper maps, including the North Dakota Highway Map. Jerame holds a certificate in geographic information from Bismarck State College and has more than 5 years of geospatial experience. So that was the only profile I had, so now I have to wing one for Stephanie. And Stephanie has been with the DOT since 2018? 2019. So let me introduce, actually Jerame and Stephanie are the mapping section in North Dakota DOT. I worked in the mapping section for over 20 years and I've kind of passed the torch over to them. Stephanie's background in GIS is very extensive. Also, she worked for many years with NISC and Stephanie's been working with the DOT since 2019. They do LRS editing, they do all kinds of different maps, they do the highway map. They're a godsend for me. And so upon that, I want to present Stephanie and Jerame, and we're going to talk about charting the course. And the course we're going to go, they'll tell us.
Thanks, Steve. All right, so hello, welcome. As Steve mentioned, we are going to be the only presenter today, so y'all get the extended director's cut version of our presentation. We'll probably have to talk really slow. Okay, anyway, my name is Jerame Novak, and I'm joined here by Steve and Stephanie, and we are from the NDDOT. We're from the Roadway Data section, Roadway Data Information section. So our presentation today is going to be about roadway data. We're going to go over what the data is, how we use it, and how you can use it, and how you can help us make it better. But before we start talking about data, we're going to have some fun. Who is ready to win fabulous prizes? I am. Well, too bad, because you're going to with a little bit of DOT trivia. Oh boy. Okay. So here we go. Since we're talking transportation these next couple days, we're going to see how transportation savvy everybody is. If you can name that town in North Dakota based only on its road network. You ready? Yes.
Remind them to raise their hand.
Oh, you got to raise your hand so we can call on you. Okay, here you go. Everybody all at once. Yes. Hazen. No. Yes. Garrison. No. Any more? Grafton. No. Northgate. Nope. Yes. Gackle. Good guess, but no. All right. Oh, we got. Okay, let's give you some hints. Okay, first off, residents refer to it as the little town with a big heart. You're right, but we gotta go. I have to click through all these things now. Okay, settled in 1913. It was the last town of that year on a Northern Pacific spur line from Mandan, starting in Mandan, and of course, it's famous for an event that happened in May of 1969, the Zip to Zap. Yes, sir. Yeah, we already got it. He got it. So the answer is ZAP. Mercer County, population 221.
Okay.
What's your name? Mike. Stephanie, what has Mike won today?
You get the first pick at a butt cake. So we have chocolate chip cookie, which happens to also be gluten-free, but it's still very good. Chocolate chip, and confetti.
Is it weird if I run up there and grab one?
No.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Come on down. This one? Yeah. And then do you plan to stay for the social?
No, I pick up my daughter then.
Okay, because I have lots of extra drink tokens I've been collecting. So if you were, I was going to give you one, but I got you. Yeah.
Well, you never know. All right, well, congratulations. There will be more chances for fabulous prizes later on. Shh. Okay. So let's start with a little bit of our division and who we are, what we do. So as I mentioned before, we are the Roadway Information Section at the Department of Transportation. There's 5 people on our team, and we are tasked with organizing the state's road data, all of the road data, and using it for reports, databases, and maps, both digital and paper maps. So we using a variety of methods from all levels of government, we gather information on every single road in the state. We organize it, and then we use that information to create our reports and maps. We gather information, like I said, everything from federal highways, interstates, state highways, county roads, city roads, township roads, even seldom used trails. And we have it in a special data set that uses GIS software. So how does this work, you ask? Good question. Glad to tell you. It all starts with a line down the middle of the road. So our spatial data sets that we use is basically information that is associated with a place in the physical world, if that makes sense. In our case, we use geographic information software to map out roads. So what we'll do is we'll take mostly aerial photography, and with our software, we draw a line down the middle of the road. Pretty tough work. But this simple line, which we call a center line, is the backbone of our data. This is a very important line. Using this line, we can not only see the shape of the road, but we can also measure its length, and then we can associate other data with it. Oops, that was the back button. This is the forward button. So once we have our center line, we associate lots of information with it. We can associate common characteristics like surface type, ownership, maintenance operations, and using what we call measures, which are measurements of the line segments, we can associate the data with its location in the physical world from interstates to prairie trails. And we do this on over 106,000 miles of roadway and trails in the state. So I'll kind of show you a little bit what I'm talking about, because one nice thing is on the center line, we can layer other data on top of it, and so the data doesn't need to necessarily have to match up with the center line. Well, the pictures speak better. So, for example, we have this right here where we have 3 routes, Route 1, 2, and 3. And we can then put the information on top, where Route 1 is owned by the state from measures 0 to 50. Route 2 is this little chunk here, owned by the county. And then this other part of Route 2 is owned by the municipality, and so on and so forth. So you can see how we can break it up. And then we can also stack more information on top of that, where we can also add ownership. And then we can break them up even further to speed limits. We can put intersections in there. If it's a curb, we can do the angle of the curve. If it's in a school zone, right now we're doing a lot of work with intersections and traffic going in and out of intersections. So that's great. So what do we do with the data? Like I said before, we use it for reporting and mapping. We use it for required state and federal reporting. We also use the information to maintain our database of over 300 maps. So if you go to the NDDOT website, which I can probably do now, you have to bear with me here. There we go. So if you go to our GIS website, which is on the DOT homepage, you can just also search maps. And we have over 300 maps in PDF format. And we also have digital ones as well on our website. But the PDF ones, we have base maps of every county and incorporated community in the state. The PDF maps are free to download, and we also use our roadway data to create the official North Dakota highway map, which we run a new one every other year, and you can get it for free all across the state. So why do we do this? Well, number one, it's fun. Number two, it's because accurate roadway data is instrumental in obtaining funding from the federal government. last biennium, nearly half of the DOT's budget came from federal funding. And in addition to federal requirements, it's also written in North Dakota's Century Code that we have to maintain data and maps of state, county, and municipal systems. And then finally, it's a service to you, the public. So you know where your roads that you're paying for with your tax dollars are. Now, who's ready for some more prizes? Okay, number 2, name that town, go. Wait, go. There it is. Any guesses off the top? I hear whispering, people are thinking. All right, well, yes. Hint number 1. This town had an opera house, but the city council voted to prohibit the Charleston dance at the opera house in 1926. So you can't dance the Charleston anymore. And any guesses so far? No? No fans of the Charleston? That's okay. Next, it's home to a large quilt. The previous world's largest historical quilt, which features the outline of the state of North Dakota and all the counties. Oh, this is a tough one. I love it. All right, finally, businesses were in this town were built around a town square, including a bank. So if you actually look at the road network, you can see the town square right there. Any guesses? Come on, just throw something out there. Yes, sir. Where? Right first letter, wrong name of the town. Who said Antler? What's your name? Travis? You win. Congratulations. All right, which one's Travis going with here?
Okay, don't knock down the bun.
Oh, okay.
Put
I'll
it
try
here.
not to.
So it's safe.
I know this thing's on rolly thing. I want to knock it over. Okay. So now that you have a little bit better of an idea of how we collect the data and what kind of data we have, now I'll let you know what we can do for you, how you can use the roadway data that we collect. First off, as I showed you earlier, available maps. We have maps out there available for you. The ND highway map, base maps, traffic maps, functional classification maps, all sorts of maps related to transportation in the state. Not only that, but if you have a GIS person in your office, you can also download our data as well through the North Dakota GIS Hub. And there's 2 really neat things I'm going to demonstrate for you quick. It's the data portal and the Hub Explorer. So if anybody here familiar with the GIS Hub at all? Handful of people? Cool. So it's a really neat resource. Sorry, I gotta look over here. This one. It's a really good resource for getting spatial information from state agencies, because not only does the DOT put information on there, but other agencies as well, like Game and Fish, Water Department, Parks and Rec. So there are 2 areas I want to show you. The first one right here is the Hub Data Portal, and that is where you can actually get the raw data from the North Dakota GIS Hub. And again, this information is open to everybody to get. So if you want to say you want to get boundaries, or I think there's the transportation link down there. So you can actually go in there and, okay, so here is the GIS Hub County Roads. You can click on it and you can download it to your computer in whatever format works best with your GIS software. The next thing is the Hub Explorer. Now this is a great tool if you just want to make a quick map, or if you just want to have an idea of something. Like say, for example, I want to know if there are any snowmobile trails within the corporate boundaries of Devil's Lake. That sounds like a random thing, but I actually came up with it earlier. So I can go in here, open up my layer list, go to snowmobile trails, and this pulls in from Parks and Rec, their snowmobile trails, and you can actually go to the city, I-E-E-I-L-S Lake, and search. And there it is. And then you can click on everything. So here's your corporate boundary right here. And you can see, why, yes, there are snowmobile trails within the corporate boundaries of Devil's Lake. And you can, there's a measure tool here. So if you want, you can measure how long they are, or where they, if they cross a major highway, like this one crosses, look, I think that's 19 right here. And you can even print off in a PDF or to your printer. It'll print a quick pre-made map of that area. So that is a really good tool. It's, again, it's the GIS Hub Explorer if you want to make a really, really quick map. Let me go back to my PowerPoint. Okay. So now it's your turn. It's going to be interactive now. This is where I ask for your help. So we are a small team, and we can't be everywhere in the state. Again, we have 5 people taking care of 106,000 miles of road. So I have an ask for you. Since you are the most familiar with what's going on in your area, please feel free to help us out. This is a communication is very important in our work. Let us know if there are any changes that we might not be aware of. If you see something on our website or in our data that's wrong, you're like, hey, this road is paved, or this road is gravel, or this road doesn't go there anymore because there's a lake there. Let us know. Just send us a quick email and we can follow up, because we're always looking to expand our network. So if you have someone in your organization who maintains the same type of information as we do, please let us know afterwards. Stop by, visit with either Steve, Stephanie, or myself, get them their contact information, and we would love to double check our data to make sure everything that we have is as accurate as possible. And finally, we are going to be publishing a new state highway map next year, and we are looking for your input. And this is where I turn it over to Stephanie.
Yay! So I've only taken surveys. I've never actually been the one presenting one. So bear with me, because I will be honest with you. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the presenter role. But I would like everyone to take out your cell phone and go to menti.com and enter in the code, or you can scan the QR. And so as Jeremy said, this is our current map right now. Some of you may have it. We'll find out, because that's actually a question in our survey. But it has the governor's picture on it, and so usually after elections we have to update that, or we will this year because we'll have a different governor. So we are looking for feedback on this map for you guys, and we originally were going to have you take this in a product called Survey 123, but since we have extra time today, we are going to have you take it here, and then we'll have one more trivia question. So is everyone good?
We're ready to rock.
Because I'm going to have to change. Okay, so, yeah.
Let me get that switched.
If you could pull up my stuff, please.
You got it. Mentimeter.
So please be honest on this survey. I mean, even if you think the map is not very good, I want you to say that. You might make me cry, but that's all right. No need to feel guilty, especially if you already won a bunch cake.
Okay, so I
But,
think you click
no,
on your
I
thing
won't
and then
cry.
you drag it over. Do you
Click
want
on
this?
me here,
Click on you.
that transportation
This?
conference.
Okay, got it.
And then
Teamwork.
once we get here, there's a present button. So make it, see the big blue button?
Ah, yes. All right.
Okay.
And then I think we need to,
I don't know which of the 900 monitors you're
Okay.
on. So
hold on, okay.
there's always some
See.
technical difficulties. So bear with me.
We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay,
Okay,
there.
so,
Ah.
except I need the other screen.
Oh.
Do a little Alt Tab and get me the screen so I can,
Oh dear.
well. Oh, okay, just a second.
Okay.
Bring me back, bring me back. Don't mind the halftime, and maybe people are already putting it on here, that's
think
why.
they are.
Ah, you guys had me. So, our first question is if you could use one word to describe the North Dakota highway map, what would it be? And you can actually submit more than one. So, really this question is just because I wanted a word cloud. So, okay, so it looks like we have clean, detailed, outstanding. I don't see it cluttered yet, but spaghetti. Did I see spaghetti? Very nice. Spaghetti. Back to it. That's funny because I think it's a little too cluttered. But, very good, very good. Okay. So now if I can figure out how to go to the next slide since I don't have the page up.
Oh, there you go. You got it figured out.
Oh, people went already. Maybe everyone can go without me going. So, what age group are you in? So, we're just trying to see age and attendees. If you're older than a baby boomer, then let's say you're a baby boomer. Okay, so looks like we have a wide variety of people here. Are you a resident of North Dakota? Oh, yeah. Oh, we got lots of residents here. Okay. Next. Do you have a copy of the map? Yes, like a physical copy. Like anyone.
Like do you have something in your possession that looks like this?
Vaguely resembles this map. Okay. Okay, so, we're about split. Well, I guess maybe 2/3. No, why not? No. Okay. If you have a copy of the highway map, how did you obtain it? So you can find our map at rest areas or visitor centers, the tourism website. You can actually order one, the DOT office, or you don't have one and you want me to give you one. Which, if that's the case, actually, why don't you raise your hand and I'll have Jerame do the dirty work for me.
No, we need more hands up. I don't
Yeah,
want
we
to haul
need
these
at
back.
least 11 hands up. We need at least 11. Yes. Oh, I suppose I could have grabbed another set and helped him. We got some time to burn, so I'll let Jerame. He's almost as popular as the beer guy, the beer seller at the concert, right? I know. It means you're retiring, right? Isn't that what we live to do, is retire? I hope, I'm sure everyone can hear me because my voice is loud. I don't need to use the mic. Okay, so,
We got it.
You there?
I demand.
You there? Any more? Everyone have your map?
No, I didn't even get that half of the room.
Oh, well, that person has one. He's opening it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Everyone's open your map. Yeah, we're going to have a contest for all the drink tickets. Who can fold their back up the back and the back. All the combined drinks, since no one seems to be staying.
If you're jealous of your neighbor and want one, you can grab some after the end.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. Okay. How often do you use the map? Weekly, monthly, yearly, less than a year? Or you've never unfolded it? just hangs out in your glove box, kind of like mine does. But I helped make it, so I know it's on it. Yeah. So I have a whole collection of different state maps in my car that have never been unfolded. So I can relate to the not unfolded people. Okay, if you do use the map, or maybe now you need some ideas for using the map, so you're going to do this in the future, and you can pick more than one thing. Use it to display in your office, use it as a reference for work, plan trips, navigation, or backup for when you don't have cell service. We should have put as a coaster.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
some people
I was thinking swatting bugs when you're camping.
hunting bugs. As your personal fly swatter. Or keeping Arnie's kids or husbands in line. That's what my favorite use is. Okay.
Did you get a map?
Do I need a map? So, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? The map is easy to use. The insets are useful. Paper maps are not needed in the digital age. Hey, always gotta have a controversial question.
All right.
Okay. Our map may not get unfolded, but it does look like it's still needed. So, good deal.
I'm okay with that.
We like to see that. And then, here's where you can type in all your wonderful comments about our map or your best constructive criticism so we can make improvements on the next version. Less cluttered. No. It's perfect. I don't know who you are, but you're my favorite. Make an unfolded version. I'm just going to carry around my map. We do make an unfolded version. You just unfold it, and there you go. Iron it out. Make it 3D hologram style. That would be cool. More spaghetti. Remove the governor's picture. Yeah, that's tourism side. Actually, that's something we haven't mentioned is the other side is we work with tourism to make the map, and they do the side with the governor's picture. What platform is the map built on? We use Esri Arc Map. The next one will come out in Arc Pro, but that won't mean much to. We used to do it yearly, and then we were doing it to coincide with legislature, so every other year. And then it kind of got a little wonky with COVID, but we're trying to get back to every other year.
So, yeah, so the version that we have here was printed in 2023, so our next one's going to be 25.
Online version that can be dynamically changed. That'd be cool if we put a version kind of like the hub data where you could go in and you could turn layers on and off and then print an area. I like the idea. I'd like to see that also with our county business. You are here sticker. That'd be kind of fun to have some you are here stickers with it. Non-treated, less clutter. I agree with the less clutter. I would love if we got the other side and we could have like some of the trails and that like on the back side, so we could just have the highway on our side. But we only have the one side to work with. Add bike trails. A light version on the back with more focus on major routes. I think that's kind of what the tourism department is getting at. Add bike trails would be nice. Hire paint the town artist to paint a colorful picture of the state for the back. I will pass that on to tourism. They can have someone besides Odney do it. Inserts to show visitor-centric destinations. We did try to do that. We have the towns. Of course, we've always had the major towns, but we did add the Devil's Lake area, Medora, and Lake Sakakawea. Not this version, but the version before, to highlight some of those destinations. Bigger font, yeah, that would be nice if we had more space on it for sure. Current and planned construction for the map's active link. I like that. That's cool. Maybe we could put that in the digital map since we don't really want to add any more clutter. Good, County definitely. Seems good to me. Yeah, the ND Roads app does have that. In a minute, we're almost done here. We'll ask for Q&A. Yep. What? There is. So there's not, like some maps you'll see like city to city, like point distance. But on our map, it just has the little red stars and then the red number. That's actually the distance in between those stars. Those are mileage points. State bike routes, more cowbell. Everyone needs more cowbell. I mean, come on. Add QR code to get, and we definitely need another QR code. Even though we should add one to get to the PDF, but someone was just talking to me about QR codes. Different themes on the cover. We need maps updated years. Oh yeah. Do we not have the year as published on there? Because that should be. But if it's not, we need to add it for sure.
Well, that was one thing that we had to take off while we were up there. But there is a date on it, and there's a copyright.
There's a copyright. Oh, I think that was because we kind of got weird with when we were publishing it. So someone brought up the ND Roads app, and I don't know how familiar you guys are with it, but someone had asked about construction, and if you go in there, I don't have my phone. Second. I have lots of stuff in this bag. If you open, I wish I had a little thing that I can put out there, but if you have the ND Roads app on here, on the left side you can click and then you have all these layers, and there is road construction on here. There's work zones. Another thing that is kind of handy is if you go under more information, the mile marker. So if you're ever on the road and you get like in a car accident, or like one time my cousin and I were coming back and there was a cow in the road on Highway 49, you can actually go in there and it'll show you the mile markers, and it'll show you your location so you can call into, if you have to call into state radio. There's a few other, the rest areas are on there where there's message boards. And one thing, there's the colors on the map, but if you actually click on the section, it'll give you, like the section of road, it'll give you a little more detail. And one thing that I like to look at is, like this says US 2 has scattered slush, but it has the travel speeds are normal. So, there might be some ice on the road, scattered ice. That actually might be more just intermittent in the passing lane or maybe on the shoulder, so you can kind of tell a little bit more about the condition if you click and see the speed information on it.
Do we still have a QR code on there to actually get that?
We do have a QR code on the map that takes you to where you can download the Roads app, and also the app that you can use for renewing your tags, the DMV driver's license app. So.
Cool.
Okay, is there a question?
Old guy here. North Dakota map used to actually have a mileage
Yeah.
that side, listed all the towns, listed on the map, both left to right, up and
Yep.
down. And you could pick 2 towns, and then you have the mileage between them. It's just terrible.
Yeah, do you know why that was removed or when?
That was on tourism side, and then they did nowadays, us Canadians don't really do that, but, other people have more originally used it for it, so that's one of the things that is that, the radio station, the things that are here, it's on the way over here. But a lot of them have changed, from that version until this version, when it first became digital back in 2004. And then, the whole map was actually revised at that time because it became digital.
And actually, more and more states
Mm-hmm.
have already done it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I put that question there, but people still like paper maps. So we're gonna keep making them.
Now the advantage of our governor, he loves maps.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing about digital.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a long time ago in the military, digital
question? I don't think so. I mean, it's available to download, so they could, but we don't have like an agreement or anything with them. It's available for public use, so, I mean, it's possible that they might use it. So, I think that was the last of our questions, maybe. Let me go. Oh, do you have a question?
So I just like have one question, one comment for the math meeting, the one thing that you
Mm-hmm.
learned, is when you're planning the schools for kids,
Mm-hmm.
you could like use 1 mile, some of them 1.9, some of them use 1.1.
Yeah.
So just make all of them use the one, so you pick someone where it can
I think there's
there is a
one that's-
mileage bar.
Yeah, but they're not all uniform because I think there's a couple that, like,
1.9 and use 1.1.
yeah, because like when Esri, like when you add that scale bar, like Esri is kind of picky on it. We just need to be better at making sure it's 1.1. Some might even be. Are they all 1 to 1 mile now? I don't know. I'd have to look. Yeah.
They have their own.
Yeah, but I can see the 1 to, like, not having, like, to have them all either be 1 to 1 mile, 1 to 2 mile, like to have uniformity there. That's a good observation. Thank you. Yep.
For the online GIS map that you have, what kind of other road type features that are included or like related to this center line that you have? Does it include, for example, guardrails? Does it include like information about the motor lanes, lane width, stuff like that, or just the location of the road in the center line as well as the mile line?
Well,
I'd say there's lots of,
I know we have the ability to do we can do hundreds of attributes for this area. We can do, how many lanes, surface type, when you're constructed. We have traffic counts on it,
Traffic
when the
count
last
per lane.
traffic count was done, that sort of thing.
we do have number of lanes, direction, if it's functional class, ownership. For some of our federal reporting requirements, we have those attributes in. And then we do, the two people that aren't in here that are on our team, they do more of the data management. So there's a lot of different attributes that the federal highway could possibly require in the future, you know how that goes. And so they are building what's called an event, which is like on Highway 2 from point mile marker, or not mile marker, we use majors, but they do kind of coincide with mile markers, from the start of the roadway to 1.46, you know, these are those attributes that pertain to there. Like if you see the HP policy maps on our website, like those are examples of attributes, like what weight is allowed on that road, the width, axle information, all of that stuff. So it's kind of unlimited. We do also have someone that worked on a bike network and tied in the bike network to the road segments. So we do have one more trivia. Is there any more questions?
Okay, I'll flip it back.
Oh yeah, we have to flip it back. I guess I should make sure we don't have any more questions on it.
I think so. Okay.
Okay, take it away, Jeremy.
Okay. This is your last chance at fabulous prizes with Name That Town based on its road network. Let's hear your guesses. Okay, here comes some hints. It was founded in 1904 and named after one of the first members of the North Dakota State Legislature. Okay. It is famous for Dagon's Grocery, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Jamestown, you're close, but no. Sanborn, no.
Blue.
Yeah, who said Judd?
There you go. Known as the City of Murals, your last town is Judd. Okay, and on that note, does anybody have any more questions? Okay, well, that wraps up our presentation. We're done a little bit early, but I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. Thank you very much, and if you want a map, there they are. Get them.